and that makes up 90% of the score. So that's another unique thing Ambition can do is every sales leader out there knows that, hey, I value emails, but picking up the phone is way more important. So clearly that is the case with you guys. You're giving 90% of the score here to just call activity, time, and number. And then emails, they're important, and text looks like as well, but not as important as talking to people.
Yeah, and that's the difference. You can see here, this is the account executive. This is somebody that's going to be working a deal at more of the end stages. So in this case, we are focusing on like the total amount of calls, not just outbound calls. So we're looking at inbound calls, outbound calls as well. But it's, again, heavily weighted to calls because of the value of speaking to a client rather than just simply sending out an email. Partially because of the way that we have our marketing platform set up, we actually use a tool, Conversica. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they do automated follow-up. And so we have a lot of triggers in our system so that when we send out documents, if we're waiting for a response, there's automatic touches that go out to that person looking for follow-ups. So it doesn't require our staff to do as much chasing down of paperwork. And it uses a lot of AI tools to communicate with the clients and get the data that we need back. So, and that's why in our cases, emails and text messages, while we still want to track them to give credit to the employees that do follow up, we don't value as much for an account executive as we do for call time. And
right.
Switch over to, let's say we had talked about the outbound RDEs. You can see here that now we have talk time total, completely is one of the highest valued metrics, but calls outbound as well in there as well. So calls make up 70% of the score, just on the phone, but just because that basically is their job. And apps out to us, it's an activity because it's what they did during that day. And you can see here, we're looking for a outbound RD to send out at least 5 apps a day in order to have that day to complete. We've had days where, reps and sent out 20 or more in a day, and some of they sent out 3. But it's important to get, a feel for what you'd expect an actual rep to get. And again, that comes down to we talk about that conversion ratio as well, to keep that up as well.